Hey guys, it's Eduardo, the Top Touch Roofing here again. Today I'm actually here and doing a roof repair in my truck. Today video, I just want to talk to you guys after you saw the title. It's about which CRM is good for you and if when you need it or if you need it. But basically, a CRM for you guys that don't know is a customer relationship management. I just made it shorter for you guys. But that's what it's called. Everybody calls it CRM. But basically, it's a software, a system, whatever you want to call it, where client goes in there and has a client. Every client that you have has a flow and where you want it to go. But for my experience, I use Job Nimbus. That's our CRM that we use, and like I said, it's we like it so far. Have no issues, but it's very important to choose one CRM when you are starting out. And this is why I'm not saying the Job Nimbus is the best. I'm pretty sure there's other softwares out there that are pretty good still. So I'm not promoting Job Nimbus or anything. But yeah, we use Job Nimbus, but we started using Job Nimbus like since way back when we first kind of started. And this is why it's very important. This is from my experience why you should choose a CRM. You should actually shop, like do demos and everything from other companies. So that way you get a feel of it, what's going on. Because you don't want to be inside already almost 2 years down the line and having to change CRM or software, because it's a hassle, guys. I'm just letting you guys know it's something where you can remove all your clients, or maybe some CRMs, from what I heard, they don't even allow you to remove your files. So it's something that I will not recommend. So far, we're not going on that issue right now, but from I've seen from other people that when they decide to switch, it's a bigger problem. And we were thinking of switching at one point to Roofr, because they had this measurement tool, and it was cheaper, but it just Roofr, I didn't like it. And like I said, it was cheaper, but we had a feeling that it wasn't good. They didn't even have an app. That's one of the things that I didn't like Roofr about. They don't even have an app. So this is why Job Nimbus, we like Job Nimbus, even though it's pricey. But it has an app, has a desktop version as well. Everybody has an app. You can have different users around. So whenever we want something like quick, let's say you, on a client, you want to be tagged, you want to do whatever, we use Job Nimbus. This is why it's very important for you guys. If you are choosing one, it's very important to do a lot of demos to make sure you don't, after a couple years, you're not switching and it's a bigger problem than it is. So that's why I want to get that out there. It's the first. I'm telling you, it's the first thing you need to be figuring out which software you want to use, so CRM. And when I will say you need it, and I think I made a little video if you watch my other one, when you need it. Actually, it's I would say, me personally, if I was to start all over, I won't be needing it till I'm getting clients every week, at least something going on every week. The reason is, if you just imagine one client a week, it shouldn't be, you're not going to lose it. I mean, you can make a file on Google Docs or whatever. And a lot of people do it that way. It's free. A lot of people do it. But like I said, if you're just one guy or two guys, you can just text each other out, if you don't have a big team, I wouldn't recommend you get a CRM, because you need to have people to make it work. The CRM is only as good as what you put in it. If you're not putting pictures, if you're not putting updates, if you're not making automations, then it's not gonna work for you. And this is why, like I mentioned, it needs to be, whenever you start getting clients every time, at least something going on every week, because CRM is a really good tool and powerful tool, the way you use it. So we use Job Nimbus. The reason why we stuck with Job Nimbus is because they actually have been updating new things. The reason is I like Job Nimbus because they make a profile for each customer that we get. And I'm gonna show you guys a little demo right now, so you guys would know how it kind of works. Let me see right here. If everything works out, the screen should be switching up right about now. Okay. So if you guys can see, I have my iPad with me, so it's gonna be on my iPad. You have a company photos, so you can everybody can see from what's going on. I mean, from today, whenever we take pictures and all that, so that way you just know what's going on, you know, from the clients. And then if you have different, if you're the owner and you just want to make sure what the guys are doing or anything, they post pictures, and we always recommend posting pictures. And like I say, it keeps it safe, you know, keep it safe. Right now, we're actually working on this roof right now. Like I mentioned, we came here. It's a roof repair, and we were already finishing up though. But yeah, I'm probably gonna blur some of those areas. But if you guys can see, it has everything. You can put the address, phone number, email, and all that. The activity. You see the estimates that we gave out, and you can also see the photos that we were posting and all that. So far, so we can update whoever is a sales rep or anybody like that, they can see what's going on. And this is why it's very good. You can have the financials on one side, what's the estimate price and all that. You can make estimates on this one. You can actually make invoices, and you can accept payments on this software. So it's actually pretty good. And then it has a map view. Let's say you are working on a job, or maybe door knocking somewhere. You may want to get a client's name to refer them or something like that. You just click on it, you know, and see what's going on, you know. So it's a name and everything, and that's what's pretty good about it, you know. It creates, and then we also have a board. So for all my guys have like a different type of board. We have a production board, if you guys can see on this one. So far we're not going much. It's a Monday, so we don't got much going on. But here's some of the jobs that we'll be scheduling right now. That should be on schedule. We have you can make any type of board you want. Like we also have an accounting board, financials. We call it more. It's called billing. That's another board. And then we got a calendar as well. So anything that was going on, you can have it there. And then we got a notification as well. So we got notifications on everybody. When a client called us or text us, we get everything there. And like I said, it's pretty good. That's why it's good. And not only that, whenever you have a secretary, they can literally search for anything that you put on Job Nimbus, like such as any type of keywords and anything. It pops up on Job Nimbus, so you will never lose it. So you can search anybody from number to last name to middle name to any comment, any note you did. You can actually put it in the search bar, and it should pop up on you. So that's what's pretty good. That's what we use, Job Nimbus, and the app is pretty good. And then we got tasks. So everybody knows. Like on myself, this is what I got going on right now. I gotta submit some shingle warranty that I haven't done, which I'll be sending it pretty soon. And then we got a full roof replacement that I'm working on right now that I'll be starting pretty soon as well. And this is just an app. There's many things that you can do. There's just so many things that you can actually do. So that's why it's very important to use the software that you want to use. And you're not, you don't get, so you will, lose money later on and all that. But we use Job Nimbus and that. But yeah, like I'm telling you guys, I would definitely encourage you guys to make sure you do your research on which CRM you want to use. Like I mentioned, now there's a lot. It used to be where it was so just a little bit. Now everybody has a CRM, and there's companies out there making their own. So there's a lot going on now. So I would definitely encourage you guys to start looking for one if you are already in there. And like I said, and when you do actually need it, it's when you start getting clients, so you don't lose their files and all that. Because sometimes you might get a warranty claim after 2 years, and if you just was using I don't know, maybe you were using just paperwork, you don't gotta dig up paperwork and all that. You just have it all there. You just put the name in, hey, when did this happen? And you can see what happened, when it was done, with the pictures, contracts, anything, files that happened, activity, if there was any emails that we were exchanged. You want to have that because you want to have that on your records in case anything happens. Sometimes so far we haven't got sued as of now because we try to always work with the client. But sometimes there might be problems, and you want to have a record, so you want to save your ass, So that's why it's very important to have a CRM. And And I like the CRM that does everything for us. Like I said, Job Nimbus does pictures, so it can document everything. So when we do a job, before we do a job, we can take pictures of all that. Because you want to save yourself. Every time you want to save yourself, you know, like I said, what if there's a broken pot and you take a picture of before, and then the roof is done, and then the homeowner comes out and they're like, hey, that pot, you guys broke it. You know, they're like, hey, no, listen, we got pictures. It's date stamped. It has a time and all that. And it was done before we even did the roof. Because you just don't want to be a fault for things. I'm not saying, and sometimes it's not even the client's fault. Sometimes it's just things that happen, you know, where sometimes you don't notice things, you know, and now when they walk around, they're starting to see things, and then maybe it was like that. And like I said, they're not basically telling you, blaming you, but it's just their thoughts, you know. So you just want to be keep yourself safe. And that's one of the main point part as well for why CRM is pretty good. And, you know, just keep records of your clients and all that. So that when you don't have that many paperwork going on, everybody knows what you do, you know, and everything anybody can get tagged and all that. So that's why it's very important. At the beginning, when I first started, we didn't use CRMs. All I did was just I used Invoice Simple when I used to do invoices. But with Job Nimbus, we just have everything in one platform. And the only thing right now Job Nimbus does not have, which I'm hoping if they do, add videos on those areas. And another thing I will say, maybe canvassing area where everybody has their own file, and like, you know, and they can track all the houses that they hit. So but we use Health Trace as well. So I just don't like switching apps. You know, one thing I hated. That's what I hated. Other apps like Roofer, because you had to go to desktop and you had to log in every time and all of that stuff, and it was just annoying. So I didn't like it. I use Roofer only for measurements now, but even then, it still is annoying how it works. You gotta go on the desktop. It's not on the app. EagleView has an app, but for some reason, Roofer cannot make an app. For some reason, they have not been able to make an app, which they should, but they're not. And but yeah, guys, that's why it's very important. Just make sure you get the right software. I'm hoping Job Nimbus can make some new updates, but so far, I would say make sure you do your research. Make sure you look at which one you like the most. Make sure which one fits you, because not all CRM fits everybody, but sometimes it fits you, and that makes work is easy to use. Job Nimbus does have a good, I would say, help support system where you can call them up and they'll fix it up for you. So that's why we stuck with Job Nimbus. Like I mentioned, you guys, it is a little bit pricey. I'm not saying Job Nimbus so far. I haven't researched anybody else, but I wouldn't think of switching right now because of the hassle that it has. But yeah, guys, that's my personal thoughts on which CRM you should choose and how to choose them. If there's anything else, you know, that you guys may have questions about, or maybe you didn't get it, or maybe you want to use Job Nimbus, you should get it. I think Job Nimbus is good. But if it doesn't fit, doesn't fit. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna have to get back to this job that we're actually doing. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just show you guys. Let's go. Yeah, so on this one, homeowner was having kind of some leaks, and he wanted to repair some of the panels. Well, actually, with some screws, but the decking underneath was just so bad that we just couldn't just replace one panel, so we had to remove more plywood. But yeah, so it was just a little one section. But yeah, guys, if there's anything else, if you have any questions, anything like that, just give me a call or leave a comment, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.